Today I'm going to be talking about gauging your ears if you're a beginner. First of all, of course, you have to have your ears pierced. I got mine pierced when I was like a baby, and they've always stayed open. And the smart thing to do also is to buy like a kit. And I got mine off of eBay. Mine is like plastic, and I'll put the seller down below. I've got the packet. Hey, stop fighting. What was I saying? Brain fart. Oh yeah, I got mine off of eBay, and it comes with tapers and the little gauges. They say that the best thing, like plastic is not good, that the best to use is like stainless steel or stuff like that, because it's more sanitary, and also it has like a weight to it, so it actually... Kitty! Get off of me! Stop fighting! Jesus. Okay. They have a weight to them, so then it'll be easier to stretch your ears. These are like plastic. I'm pretty sure you could still use these, but what I did is, like, to be more sanitary, is I soaked them in alcohol before I gauged my ears. I know people like to gauge them, like, just push them through dry or lube it up with oils or A&D ointment and stuff like that. I mean, I have a tiny bit experience with gauging ears. I gauged my ex-boyfriend's ears. We always did it in the shower because it was more, it hurt like 100 times less. Like, we tried it at first, like with oil and stuff like that, like pushing it in like dry, and it just was really painful for him. So what I did is I started off with the 14 gauge. It's like this really tiny small taper and the little gauge. The tapers are supposed to be for stretching your ear to let the gauge in. I know a lot of people leave tapers in their ears, but I heard that it's not good because it'll make your ears uneven or some shit like that. I don't really know specifically, but that's what I heard. But that's what they're used for. They're a tool to make your ears stretch and then have the gauge go in. So I went in the shower. I put my ear under like lukewarm water. And then it kind of softens up the ear and makes it a little more flexible. Then I put the taper in, and it slid right through, and I put I put the taper in, and it slid through, and I lubed up my ear with soap, and then I put the gauge behind it, and it didn't want to go through, so I was like there trying to push it. And if you're experiencing really bad pain and stuff, then you should probably wait or something, or I don't know if they have smaller sizes than this or whatever, but leave your ears pierced for a while, and just kind of, what I would do is kind of tug on my ears that were pierced, like here and there. So I put this in, and it didn't want to come through the front, and I wasn't experiencing any pain. It didn't feel painful at all. It just felt like, you know, stretched. Like when I put in the taper, it just felt like my ear was stretching. It didn't feel painful at all. So then I put it through, and then I tried going through the back to see if the gauge would go in. So I went through the back, and then finally the gauge went in through the back. So I did the same with this side. Put it under warm water, lubed it up with soap, put the gauge in, and then put the taper in the front, and then put it through the back to make sure both ends were, you know, stretched, and then I put the gauge in. When I got out of the shower, my ears did feel sore, but it only lasted for like 2 hours. They were sore for like 2 hours. Like, you know how it felt like whenever you work out and your body's sore, you have like you know, your abs are sore. That's what it feels like. It doesn't, you're not, I don't think you're supposed to experience blood or really, really much pain. If you are, then your ear's probably not healed from the last gauge, or maybe you should wait. And yeah, so that's basically what I did. So this is a very little tiny gauge. I think it's a 14 gauge, or I don't know how you call it. But what I did, because I don't really know the sizes, I went and downloaded a little chart so I know. So I'll give you an update, I guess, every month on the next gauge I'm doing. And if I find out any more knowledge about gauging ears, I'll let you know. But for the end of this video, I got 2 new kittens that I want to introduce y'all to. One's my boyfriend's, one's mine. But I'm going to be taking care of them all the time. So basically kind of both of my kittens. So the first little kitten is Mr. Socks. He's all fluffy and cute. And their eyes are so beautiful. Their mom and dad are strays from around my apartments. And the cat lady downstairs found a litter of kittens and she took care of them. And then I adopted 2 of them. And there was one that was like really bright orange and had blue eyes, or was it green eyes? Had green eyes. So she had one person from the apartments adopted the one with the orange fur, and I adopted 2 of them. And then the most beautiful, the only girl, all of them were boys, is Miss Darko. We thought she was a boy when she was like a tiny kitten. But she ended up being a girl, and she does not want to be held right now. But say hey. Let him look at your eyes. She has like beautiful eyes. So yeah, I had 2 cats before, but one got really sick, and I gave to my boyfriend's parents to take care of, because he was like a stray, like, well, his parents found him as a kitten when he was like really small and gave it to us, and we couldn't take care of him, so we gave him back to them. And then I got a new kitten, but he ran away and jumped off my balcony. I mean, he wasn't a kitten. We grew him up to like pretty big, and then he ended up going into heat, I guess, jumped off my balcony, and I have yet to find him. I freaking like tried looking for him everywhere, went out late at night, had everybody looking for him. But okay, enough of me babbling. So I'll see y'all later. And if you have any questions about gauges or the kittens, comment down below, guys. Bye.